Wax Boss must be here. I see people saying hello to her. Again, I can't find her. It's a glitch. I can't wear this sweatshirt. It doesn't go on. Oh, I do see her. Hello. Karen and Gina, how are y'all? Let me take this off. It doesn't match. It's cold in here. We have the air conditioner on, but it's like super cold. So Sean is going to go get a silky.
I'm going to show you guys the chickens.
He's gonna get the Presley one.
You want to get the black one?
Yeah, yeah. So if she's watching, we're gonna show you the silky. They're the ones that look like they should be in a hairband, right, Sean?
Yes.
They look like little punk rock roosters, but not colorful. And I'm noticing with the natural sunlight, the camera on this phone is like way clearer than it is. Thank you, Sarah. It's way clearer than it is at night when you use artificial light. Thank you so much. Hey, Paula. Paula's gardening. She's got a flower bed that looks amazing. I'm gonna have to get her something to put in it. She's been so sweet to me. Thank you. So if y'all couldn't really get a good look at it before, it's brown underneath. And that's what I asked her to do. I said I want it to be like a brownish blonde on the top, and then I want it to be my natural color on the bottom, which it is. So there you go. But it's colored natural. It's not like the actual. Thank you, Gina. I'm so glad to see some of the old faces that have come back since we stopped doing drama. Feels better, right? It doesn't make anybody nervous in the chat, like that it's gonna go toxic real fast or whatever. Yes, Paula. Y'all check out Paula's community post. That she needs to quit cut that. Boho needs to quit going for it. But that's it. That's all the drama I'm gonna do. Oh, he got 2 of them. Hold on. Let me see the black one. Let me see. You take the white one.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, baby. Don't flap. No, you don't need to flap. We're rock. No, they're nervous. They're nervous. Look. There they are. Say hi.
These are silkies.
These are the silkies. They look like they're in a hair metal band. This one is Presley. Oh, their little chest is pounded. And that one is Priscilla.
This one's chill.
Yes. Oh, he's like.
That one's not. That one's.
Well, I think he saw the cat and he's not used to it.
These are our silkies.
Those are the silkies. Here you go.
Okay.
They're bantam silky. Oh, hold on. It's
I get them. I'll get them.
Okay.
Come here, baby.
It's okay.
I got them.
Okay. And
It's okay, baby.
we figured out that bantam means smaller. So it means that they're silkies, but they're smaller ones. So there you go. Thank you. Those are our oldest ones here. And they're very, very broody, but they don't let Tiny get with them. They don't let the silky rooster get with them. They are good to sit on eggs, and they even lay a couple of eggs, but they will not let any of the roosters get on them. And as a matter of fact, if the roosters even get near them and they think that they're going to try it, they start griping.
I'm about ready to go put them back over towards the to their cage
They're
in a
not
second.
very fast.
But when I
These
put
tiny-
them down, outside, all the other chickens were like, "What's it like in there?"
I know. They want to come in.
The silkies are like, "We were in the house.
Thank you.
We were in the house. They had put us on some kind of camera or some kind of contraption."
Thank you, Mama Ricky.
So
it's good to see you. So that was that. Those are the silkies. Y'all see Tiny. Let me tell you something about Sawyer and the rooster. They get mad number of views when I post them on our channel. Oh, I'm so excited, Sarah. We're gonna do a TikTok, one for Tiny and one for Sawyer. We're gonna do 2 of them. I'm finally gonna do it. We do some hilarious voiceovers, and the editing program that I have, you can put the video and you can do voiceovers. And Tiny's voice is going to be Sean, and any of the other hens that are in it, they're going to be my voice, except when they're carrying on by themselves, like when Tiny got in trouble for taking off and leaving Red there by herself. Yeah, I'll do both. I'll upload them on both, Sarah. I'm OCD clean. My house is clean from top to bottom. I wish I could be a little messy. Same. Karen loves to tackle dust and dirt too, but I have a feeling she doesn't really have any laying around. So I do too. I like to clean. It's not something I ever thought I would really like to do, but I do. Not enough to do it like for a living, although there's good money to be made if you're good and you're consistent and you're reliable. But I don't think I would enjoy doing it for a living. But I do like to do it to help people out, especially when I'm home with my parents or anywhere else. So we will upload them in both places. I feel cool. We're here earlier on a Saturday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a whole different like view from this end.
We still didn't raise these up, but
I did, but now I think it kind of looks cool on hangers though. But I
like
do
them.
mean to move it down a little bit. I lowered them, but you're right. I didn't lower them very much.
No, you need to raise them.
No, I needed to lower them.
I thought we were going to raise them so that like they're right above it. Like, look at the screen. See,
No,
so
then I did
Tomahawk
raise
and
them.
ATX would be. It's okay.
No, I think I did raise them.
It does look different though because it's light out.
It is a little bit.
So I brought the silkies back over to the cage where the babies were, and I put them down, and and Presley jumped straight up like it went. So I opened the little door, and she went right in.
She wanted to see her
She wanted
babies.
to see them. They all come to the door. The babies are about 3 weeks old now, so they're not really old enough to be out. And
They're definitely not
But
out.
they that's the one that at night they go under her to stay warm.
Aw.
So
Yeah, they're broody. They're
Very
prudes. They don't want anybody. Thank you. So the picture perfect breakfast, in my opinion, that you saw the picture of, it was obviously not Sean's. It had oranges and avocado.
no, it wasn't mine.
But I put that, and I wanted to see like putting it out. Sometimes people get, it's not all about views with me, but it is extremely interesting to me to figure out which hashtags take off. Shih Tzu takes off. Y'all tag whatever as Shih Tzu because they come out in droves. We
That's
joke.
true. She did a little short of our Shih Tzu today.
Yes.
And a couple thousand views in like 10 minutes. And I
Isn't
don't
that
think
crazy?
I don't think it goes viral and continues that. But right off the bat, you have certain people that just Shih Tzus and it comes through and they give it a view.
I think even those hating ass bitches can't dislike on it. No, they can.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about anyone specifically. Just like, hey.
See, I kept
thank
saying I wanted to do
you,
some drama,
Jocelyn.
and Mandy's like, "You're not doing drama."
I'm like, not.
No.
I'm not.
I'm gonna, because there's a little bit that I have seen, but Mandy said no drama.
Yeah, no drama.
drama.
I don't
Okay.
even know what he's talking about, to be honest. There's other stuff. Hubs is actually cooking bacon and eggs and toast right now. Yum.
Yay.
So that was the breakfast. I ended up eating some of it and then gave the good stuff, the eggs and the other stuff. I ate the avocado and the orange and a little bit of the stuff and gave the rest to Sean. He had his own plate, but I handed the rest to him. I was curious. Did y'all notice that, for those of you who don't like eat the farm fresh eggs or whatever, did you notice how yellow they were?
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
It's protein and I mean the yolk is like a lot of cholesterol, but it's also like the white is the protein.
Hey, Stitching.
The white
Thank
is the
you,
protein,
Sheena.
and then the yellow is like when it used to be. I don't know what the best diet is anymore, but they used to say things like egg whites, eat egg whites, and get the yolks out because there's too much cholesterol and stuff, and that the whites is like protein. But now I think that people are just saying it's just what you eat. Period. It's not.
And even my doctor said if you're going to eat a butter, don't eat butter substitute. Eat butter. That's
right.
what, you know.
There's more crap. Like people try to preserve bread.
I want
the thing
steak.
is to make the portions of the bread that you're going to eat that doesn't have preservatives in it. And because those preservatives and all that stuff sits in your stomach.
Yeah. That's why he makes sandwiches on the counter with no bread.
bread.
He's very health conscious. Very, very. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. Sarah is making homemade deep fried corn dogs, and when she said that, because I was like, "Hey, just we're going on earlier if you get the chance." She said that, and immediately I was like,
Deep fried.
Remember corn dog on or hot dog on a stick? That place in
corn
the mall.
dogs. There's place. There's some things that living out where we live we can get, and it's fantastic. There's other stuff we can't, so we kind of miss it.
I remember when they opened the mall in Austin, I worked at American Eagle Outfitters. It had just opened and it was a perfect job for a teenager. You got a discount. And American Eagle used to have better clothes than they do now. Now
Yeah.
it's a little bit
It used to be
pricey
bougie.
and it was very country.
You're
You would
right.
get- it was very, very, so
They're trying to push the
Hey,
envelope
Marilyn,
to where
deep fry- yeah.
it's a more affluent brand. I think that they made it. They jacked the prices up, right?
yes.
Unless you get to an
And it's
outlet.
not, their sizes run really small and it's just a whole thing. But some of my friends worked on I think it was called hot dog on a stick, right?
Oh,
Or a corn dog on it, I don't know. So they used to wear short shorts and the little hat. Do y'all remember the hat that they wore? And
Ricky says corn dogs. I'm on my way.
right? And so some of my friends worked there, and there was a lot more guys that hung out where they were working than I was working.
I haven't seen Marilyn in a second. It's good that you're
It's
here.
good to see her.
Yeah.
It's nice to see all of you.
Some of these people that you see the names because it's during the day and
I
they.
can see what. No, it's okay. You can hold it. We went to a place called Pronto Pub and oh my gosh, the beach and had deep fried pickles. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Having trouble seeing it, but that's
It's
okay.
Yes. Put your glasses on.
No,
sexy.
no.
I'm gonna
Maybe a
check
little
and
bit.
see real quick about this, the short that Sawyer Brown is. Sawyer is gonna strike because he's more popular than we are.
Did y'all see, because of Sean's stellar skills yesterday showing the shh song? We have to share our revenue with them.
They didn't strike us, but
They
you
said
know,
you have to share
we
your
made
revenue.
44 cents, I think, so far from yesterday, and we have to give them 22
So
cents.
they're going to
of
get
it.
22 cents. For those of you who didn't see it, you have got to watch the replay. It's towards the end of the stream. Sean was super excited. I was laughing so hard I was crying. I knew he liked the song. I did not know he had it memorized. You want me to do that?
No, I'm just showing you. what-
Okay. I like the one where you talk about the tank too.
Look at Tiny got two.
Tiny
We're
gets
just
views.
gonna. I think the next time we
Yeah.
go live, we're gonna put Sawyer and Tiny in front of the screen, and we're just gonna take a night off because they're more popular.
You know
than
what?
us.
I think once with yes, fried green tomatoes. I've honestly never had it. Yeah, 50 cents. That's about it. But that's okay. I didn't know if they would block it or they would do the you have to share your revenue. We have to share our revenue. But considering that,
See your favorite ex-boyfriend. That's what he looked like before the mohawk.
oh my gosh, now we got him started.
He shouldn't have
Sarah,
said
do you
nothing.
remember the Island Boy? Sarah said that her husband walked around singing it too. Last night, we did not end up watching anything. Do we not say that all the time and then not do it?
Yeah, I kind of knew that, but you know.
I
it's okay.
wanted to get this movie today. We saw it at Walmart. It was a horror movie, and it's called Megan.
It just came out,
There was only one Blu-ray DVD left, and
and
I
I
was
would have
like,
gotten it.
but the thing is you buy a DVD, and then you watch it, and then it goes in
We
your
literally.
collection.
One of the things that happened when we first got together, and that I was still doing, is I would go to the bargain DVD, the Blu-ray. So if you can get a Blu-ray for $5 for whatever, I think it's a bargain for whatever reason.
And this is how selfless he is.
So I would buy them and buy
And
them.
what would you do with the digital
never-
copy?
Oh, the digital copy I would pull out because her ex-husband likes
He
it.
would seriously give him the digital copies.
I'd be
or
like,
whatever.
"You want this?" And he was like, "You can fuck straight off." And I was like, "Well, I didn't know what."
He didn't say that.
I mean, we're from anyway. But anyway, so as the stack of Blu-rays built up and I wouldn't watch them, Mandi finally put the kibosh on it. She was like, "Sean."
I know. I was just like, we never watch them again.
Yeah.
And they're
We never
not worth
watched them at
anything to
all.
sell them.
We were watching them at
Well,
all.
we
I
need
have-
to start
I have
working our way
about
through it.
20 of them on my nightstand that are still in the plastic that I haven't watched. So I have 20 digital copies
In
to
your
send to your
nightstand?
ex, right?
Yeah, he'll take
underneath
them.
underneath where the PlayStation is, they're just stacked up.
Oh, gotcha,
Hey,
gotcha.
why is he so mean when I try to offer him digital copies?
And he's totally joking because we've given them to him every time. I mean, I am the hand offer.
He kind of is like, for whatever reason, I don't think he likes me. Okay, we're gonna
Stop.
All right, that's true. That's right. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, the Island Boy, Sarah's the one, her husband used to go around and like say the chorus over and over again. You love my sweater? It's a, what does it say on the back? It says something
Do
cool.
what makes you happy.
I got it one time when I was out with, it says like, let's not show, it says do what makes you happy, and it's got like a, very comfortable, very cool. And so,
Gina
thank
watched
you.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Great movie.
Love that
movie.
movie. Love it. That is.
Island boys are sexy.
Hey,
Josh says,
Ostrich.
really?
Good to see you. I love it more. He's been singing BK Your Way, BK all day. That's another catchy song.
Sarah's husband is. I sometimes we sit there and I do have it your way, and it's like Mandy's like, what are you talking about? So I
Yeah.
got to back up the commercial. So.
But you haven't. I don't remember you singing that.
I'm kind of
specifically.
used to it for a while. I think that like when they say it at the end, it kind of catches your attention. They should sing it at the beginning
Yeah.
of the commercial so that you watch it.
Yeah, Sarah, I don't know if you were here when Sean talked about it, that my favorite song that comes on Hair Nation, it's Hair Nation or Ozzy's Boneyard, which one?
Number 38 is Ozzy's Boneyard.
It's Ballroom Blitz. And I can see how if you were under the influence of some sort of like mind-numbing plant or flower,
Crocus's version.
that you would just be intrigued with it. Like next to World Wrestling instead of
WWE.
Worldwide.
Yeah. She
That's
says a great song.
crazy.
It is. The man in the back said everyone attack, and it turned into a ballroom
It's just
blitz.
like a really catchy tune, and I find myself going around saying it. And so I love it. You like it? I figured you would. We got a deal when our satellite expired in the new car. We get it for $5 a month.
606 actually.
Oh, they charge tax.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it back for his
$6
too.
a month. We put it in the Kia. It's probably going to cost like 20, but it's whatever. It's
Yeah.
going to be worth it.
I'm looking. Stitching doesn't like green cucumbers. I find them bitter. I grow others that are sweet in different colors. Someday we should have a domesticated like what do you call it, face off, where we get like these Stitching and Karen and the other people that are constantly doing fantastic things.
The
And we'll be like,
domesticated panel.
and we'll ask. We'll be like, do you know how to pickle a cucumber and make a pickle? And they're both, yeah. Okay, the first one to tell us how.
Did
It's
you see
vinegar,
them
right?
arguing and start dragging each other? That's not how you do it, bitch.
Can you imagine? Karen would be like, I'm probably better at it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And then we'd have to moderate, and we'd be like, well,
Okay, so fun fact. Mama Ricky says, when men are ready to have sex with you, they don't appreciate you asking, where's the beef? It's a real mood killer.
yeah. I don't know. I never.
You've never said, where's the beef?
Not me.
That's from Wendy's, isn't it?
Where's the beef is,
Did you
yeah,
say-
it's Wendy's. And Arby's is we have the meats.
I like Arby's. Since
Yeah.
I've gotten my infusion, because I don't know if y'all heard this on the street, I was low on hemoglobin. Is anybody talking about it? I don't know.
There's whole troll accounts named for it.
So all of a sudden it was like craving meat. Like I was like, I want to go to Arby's. I don't want the fries or any of that crap. I just want the roast
I
beef
know.
sandwich.
And then all of a sudden, me making a roast beef sandwich with no bread made perfect sense. All of a sudden, she was like, Sean, you're brilliant.
Stitching said vinegar, sugar, spices, and spice. She already knew how to make the pickles. See, it would be something else.
Got to up
right?
your game there, Karen.
Hey, Alex, it's good to see you. It feels good to be on earlier during the
Yeah.
day. Pardon me.
Alex, I'm trying so hard here. Mandy is, pinching me under the table here, but I'm not doing drama. I'm not allowed.
He's not allowed.
I'm not allowed to drag nobody.
No.
Make fun of nobody. Can't do it.
You can do it on Twitter.
I'm going to
Twitter's
do
the
it
exception.
on Tomahawk.
Yeah, he
Sean.
can do it all day long.
I got to
on
catch
there.
up for the week because there was
Hey,
a
good
lot
to
of drama
see
for the week.
you.
But anyway.
Good to see you, Yorkshire. I'm loving the hair.
Oh, I
Thank
haven't seen
you.
it. It's been a while.
Yeah, no, it's Gina. She's our biggest supporter. No drama.
Who?
Gina.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's true.
I think that it goes a long way to show like that you can be the first not to do it.
Well, I think for us personally, letting you in the business, it's one thing to get sucked down the drama and get people in the chat but we're actually supported by our supporters more when we don't do drama.
Yeah. Yeah, they give us their A-OK, you're doing great.
Yep.
Alex, you're so funny. She says, what Mandy says goes.
It's
Who's
true.
going crazy?
Happy wife, happy life, guys.
Cordito is pickled cabbage. Okay. Yeah, it's just like one of those things where you're like, hey, we don't have to do anything to squash anything. I can shut up. You can shut up. We can all
Right.
shut up.
But yeah,
But it lasted exactly
nothing really
12 hours.
warranted a response. That's the other
Yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna
Doesn't
get the Red Bull because you're drinking that, and I
I'm
want.
done with it. Yeah, you can get your Red Bull.
You want me to get the? I'm gonna.
No, this is too much. I'm already on one.
No, you're not. You're doing fantastic, Sean.
Where's Sawyer? Sawyer's over there. Hold on. Come here, Sawyer. Come here, bud. Hey. He's not listening to me because he thinks Mandy's going to get food. Sawyer, come here.
He lives and breathes.
Come here.
I'm getting an energy drink, Sawyer. You're not gonna want it.
We actually, I'm not supposed to say this,
Now I've got the
but we have a couple of
blowtorch on
people
in my head.
that whenever somebody else, doesn't matter who it is, it's just anywhere, when they tell them and remind them how they should use their money, they come over and support us on the low, just to show them that they shouldn't tell them. It's just
Hey, but
a little thing.
don't name any names.
I'm not supposed to say anything else but that, you know.
I
And
have to be the mediator.
yeah, Mandy. Okay, Mandy's coming. Shh, shh, shh. We didn't say any of this. So hey, baby.
Oh my
Hey.
God. Look, I did like Jeffree Star and put a straw in.
Ooh, you are. She's got a straw in her Red Bull.
Like Jeffree Star does.
Everyone's like, shh, on the low.
Then you can go.
That's right, on the low, on the DL, and I don't mean disabled list.
By the way, without naming names, thank you. It was an awesome
Mm-hmm.
surprise this morning that we got a tip to Cash App, and you know who you are. Thank you.
Yes, thank you a lot.
A lot, all of you, always. But
It's always great when you wake up and someone says, "Here you go." They need to shut up.
well, yeah, because when you kind of prioritize for the day, and you're like, okay, I need to budget for that
Right,
and that
right.
and that, and then all of a sudden, you're like, okay, well that takes care of Tractor Supply.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
We never take it for granted, guys. It's
The chickens have to have treats. But I don't know why they're picky. The one across the street, they get that flock of chickens gets fed twice a day, you know, and a decent
Yeah,
amount to
yeah.
keep them alive.
well, and people. It made us understand
Everybody's
that.
saying zip it, Sean.
I know, I'm trying. I swear I'm trying. I'll do it over on my channel. I promise. And we realize, like, when we go and
Hey,
look at other
Bluebird.
people's chicken coops, two things. Number one, that we completely spoil our chickens, probably too much.
Yeah.
And that number two, not everybody, probably most people don't look at their chickens like we look at ours. They don't, they're not.
Oh, Jocelyn, thank you.
Thank you, Joss.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
They don't, I think when the people that have walked over and we show them everything, we show them the setup, what we feed them, they're kind of like, oh, we don't even treat our dog that
I know.
good. You know, they're like, we don't.
I'm like, and our chicken coop is mortgaged, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, haha. No, it is.
really
we pay
is.
monthly for it. That's why if we ever move, it's we're gonna hire someone to pick it up. And
We've
put it
got
on.
two of them out there. And,
Yes. All of our, I have a video that I need to post. When Sean goes to work, usually all the animals start getting up on the bed, but not Eleanor with Scout generally, because but I took a thing, was it yesterday?
I saw it, yeah. You need to figure out something, how to put that up.
There's Scout, there's Sawyer, there's Eleanor, and Storm crawls up on my hip because I'm laying on my side and lays down on my hip just so that she's a little closer than everybody else. So I was like, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 animals? Everybody
Well,
but the
that's
chickens.
The inside animals, so you guys know, we have 3 cats, 1 dog, 10 chickens.
Thank you. Yes, that's exactly.
That's what it is. And we were thinking about, I don't really think there's room, but every once in a while we throw around getting an aquarium, but I think a fence will come before an aquarium.
Yeah, I'm sorry about your teeth problems, Gina. I know
going
you're
on?
having a lot doing. She's getting some pulled so that getting in preparation. Name a chicken Fronto. All right, I can do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Totally do that. I was looking.
Okay, we need to keep reminding us.
Bluebird.
But we've got 4 babies out there that are going to eventually,
So
because even though they're all the same breed, they normally there'll be something about each one that'll make them different.
yeah,
You know,
We're
there'll be
really-
something different.
he knows more than I do. Like when we go to try to pick up the Brahma, it walks away, and Sean was like, watch, she'll bitch at you when she...
As soon as she gets far enough away from you, she'll back at you like, don't try to pick me up, you motherfucker.
That's what we don't like for them to let us pick them up. And I know that sounds crazy, but usually that was traditionally what happened when they started declining back when we had that problem. And so we would think all of a sudden, oh, they trust us, and we would hold them and stuff. But then it was really just because they didn't have the desire to run.
You see, you guys, what I'm doing right now? I'm watching the chat.
I'm looking
that. The chat
Valentino,
because
hey Booker K, Valentino, and
hey Booker K. I like watching the chat from here because I can see how good Mandi looks.
You're so
I'm serious.
Sweet. No, you're sweet.
I mean, I'm watching it like you guys are watching it, and she does look good today. She really does.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna watch you now. Where there's a little bit of a lag, I'm gonna watch you blush.
Is
there you go.
Is it really a lag?
About 5 seconds. It's not bad.
Yeah. Okay, come here. He's doing his. I'm gonna back up. There you go. Say hi, everybody. My name is Sawyer Brown. I'm a Bantam Shih Tzu.
10 of them. Oh, 10 teeth. He's a Bantam Shih Tzu.
Yeah, I saw that. That's got to be painful. Can you get dry socket from having those teeth pulled too, or is it just wisdom teeth?
Look at my Soy Brown.
Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you. It really does. It means a lot to me.
Your Soy Brown right here.
Do y'all watch the YouTube channel with the blind chicken? No, but I'd love to.
Ooh, there's a blind chicken?
Yes. So, Gina, I've heard that those are not bad. Like, some of them look really good. I mean, I'll admit, MFWs don't look horrible when it's from a distance or whatever. I think that's cool. He's like wants to play, but
he
the
does,
ones
because I threw his.
And I think, don't you like put them in boiling water and then you put them in your mouth and it kind of molds? I know that's what you do with like mouth guards or whatever. If you smoke or drink through a straw, you can get dry socket.
That's it. That's right. Because when the action of sucking, you'll pull the dry socket right out. You will, like a straw or a cigarette.
He said the act of sucking.
It is.
Yeah, she has fake teeth. Her teeth are rough. I think it's from malnutrition. You guys, I did not post this, but last night when I was looking online, do you know that iced tea causes iron not to absorb?
The ice, I thought. Was it iced tea?
Yeah, it
Oh
said
my God.
tea. My rabbit is King Arthur, and a German giant,
Oh
my
my
Netherland
God.
dwarf is Darcy. I love animals more than humans. Very cool.
Did you try to cut tea out? Is that why you didn't get so much today? I mean,
No, I got 2 today. I did the same thing.
but could you imagine? I mean, if they're saying that, then it makes perfect sense, dude.
Yeah, and there was more than one article. So that was, I also watch things that Sean finds depressing, which I guess most people would. But there was a good recording of a PBS special that was on yesterday, and it was talking about kind of the way that insurance companies are starting to make family members and patients that have exhausted all of their like treatments, they're like, especially for people that are on life support and things like that, the insurance companies kind of making people decide whether or not they're going to pay out of pocket or, whatever. So it was interesting. There's a whole bunch of different stories. I'm very interested in that.
Char Tracy is here. Says, "Oh well, I'm catching your live." So it says Char Tracy,
dude.
USA, Germany. Is this Char or is this Tracy?
That one's Char. Tracy was in
Char.
here earlier. So yes, I did
Hey.
see some of the coronation. Camilla being crowned makes me want to throw up in my mouth a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
When I sit and listen to Mandi kind of break it down, and she knows a lot about the royals and stuff, and the story about how like William and Harry getting into a fight and William smacking Harry, and then King Charles walking away, and how like Harry's at the coronation but Meghan isn't, and she knows she's and I don't see where she's watching it and seeing
Here's
it,
the
she
thing,
knows.
when Meghan Markle's banned. I know she's pregnant, but Charles has banned her from all of the residences, and Buckingham Palace is one of them. I don't know. She could have gone to I think she's super pregnant though.
Really?
But Kate's been super pregnant before and went to those things.
Yeah, but Kate didn't ostracize herself from the rest of the family, though. Like,
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely, we've said this before. We think that Meghan Markle, for as often as the term is used, is a total narcissist.
I think so. And we have people could come in our chat here and don't agree, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But I just, ugh.
And you're right, Diana should have been queen, but I thought they were going to skip Charles. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought the queen would have put something into place where when it came to it, Charles would graciously abdicate because of all the bullshit, and it would go on to William. I was shocked when it was, and I was shocked that Andrew was there today. That shocked me.
He could have gotten Beyonce, Josh said.
He could have gotten anyone he wanted.
Did Beyonce like him? Is that what she said?
I think that she was interested in him or something.
Can you imagine how that would have rocked the whole world for Beyonce and Harry? Like joining countries and joining just everything. That would have been.
It would have been well. And the thing is, sorry, I didn't mean to reach across you. The thing is, so Andrew had that connection to Epstein and the sex scandal, and some of them were minors. So, hey Amber. So he's been stripped of his title, and I don't even think I think they stripped him of all of his military.
Really?
He just got silent.
Oh, you mean out there? It's okay. I'll go look.
No. I'm making sure the electric. Oh no, that's plugged in.
I'm looking. This is everything's on. I'm like.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God.
Yes, I was not exactly. So I don't know why.
This is not a cool thing right here.
Well, it's plugged in right here. I don't know why he's even allowed there. You know what I mean? I'm so over.
On the middle of the
yes, the queen did strip him. Yep. And I also noticed of note, was Harry not in his uniform? Because he had a pretty distinguished military career, and I've seen him wear his dress uniform full of medals before. Did Prince Charles take that too? Because I'm just curious. It did go smoothly, and I just think possibly yes, Charles won't be around much longer. Exactly. I didn't mean to freak you out. It's just, you know how sometimes during a storm when everything it's not storming but goes quiet and you're like, oh, that's the electricity.
Well, normally when it gets like, I was thinking about the chickens outside, but they would get loud. They'd be like, bah, 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 bah.
Amber, it's Prince Harry. That's who. And the funny thing is when we talk about how if Meghan Markle's like, oh, so your family's more important. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm a prince. Oh, you're a prince.
Oh, you're a prince. I'm your wife. Yeah, I know, but you could be also
and he's
kind
like,
of a princess.
I'm gonna go to my dad's coronation. Am I going? You can't.
You can't.
Well,
what am I supposed to do? You're supposed to sit here and be a bitch. that you do so well.
I mean, and if that truly happened, good for Harry for being like, I've got to go to this.
Hey, Harry, I get it. At some point, you got to go. I got to go see my family.
Okay, Harry.
You have to do it, and then that becomes kind of a parameter in the family. Is like, I've got my life at home with the crazy bitch, and then I got to go see my family. Harry, I'm with you, brother.
And his family is a whole different can of worms. Hey, Dee, how are you?
Hit me up, Harry, if you need some tips on how to do all that.
Yeah, it's sad. And I didn't think he looked healthy. I thought that he looks like he's lost quite a bit of weight. And I also think that he looks a little exhausted.
Harry, if you want to come on our panel and we'll drag William.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
We'll drag William. And
he made it so y'all know from the book, he made a catty comment about Princess Kate, and William just boom laid him straight out. Yep. Like that was that.
Yep.
So
did you think that he said something like,
yes,
you sir are out of line or something like that before he smacked him, or he just
something like that? It's in his book. I haven't gotten the book yet because I don't want to buy it in hardback and give him that much money. So it says, yes, they will be a great king and queen, Sarah, when they make it to that. His attire was sponsored. He looked rather awkward.
I'm going to get her the book for Mother's Day.
Are you? No, I want that box roast thing that Erica 35mm showed.
I got a week to get it.
Yeah, it's this thing that, anyway.
Do y'all watch Erica 35mm? We've talked about her before.
That's Rick Sykes' ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, Rick Sykes is going to be on Vimeo if you want to watch that.
We were talking about that yesterday. Everybody's like, he's a jerk. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, we can't even do royal drama.
We're not
We'll do a
allowed
little
to do
bit. No, that was Alex.
Well,
was joking.
can we do drama if it's like Rick Sykes? Like if it's a YouTuber that's not in our community, are we allowed to do that?
So he said something like, what he said, something like it was, they were trying to discuss the issues between their wives. And he said something like, literally like, well, I'm not going to quote, but called her name a bitch or something. Said, well, she can be a bitch. And William was like, oh, and it knocked him out. And Charles was in the room. Charles pivoted and walked away, showing that
You boys got to figure that out.
right.
But really, I think most parents do that unless
You're
they're
good,
really beating on each other. When my brothers and I used to get in a fight, they would kind of let it go for a second,
Yeah.
unless we were like knocking pictures off the wall or something like that.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
y'all knocked pictures off the wall.
We did once. It was.
Who did? Don't tell me.
It was me and Chris.
Yeah. Y'all
Yeah.
were so close in age.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. And Sean, you were the fighter, right? You were the scruff. The stuff.
Kind of.
I didn't even know about that. But they really said Megan couldn't come. Yeah, Megan's banned from all royal residences. And I believe they've lost just about all of their pensions. And that's why they're writing books and doing documentaries and doing all kinds of things. But that's your royal family update. Oh no, Lord, don't start that. I'm just kidding. Everybody loved it. Everyone thought it was super stupendous.
For like the last 2 weeks or so, I was trying to. I remember, oh, you got to show them that song, and I thought it was more popular, but I remembered it right at the end of last night. So, but we got to share that AdSense with them.
Yeah,
we got to share 44 cents.
I'm not joking that they should do a collab with the Island Boys. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think it would, if they add that to the, I think it would be, I would actually like that. You know what I mean?
I think the Island Boys are a little bit too selfish, but who knows? You never know.
You never know. Gina, for dinner, if you get boneless, skinless chicken thighs and cut them up and marinate them in the Panda Express teriyaki sauce, and then cook them and add a little more to it when it comes out, it tastes just like Panda Express.
It does. We found that out by accident.
Yeah.
You know what we need to add to that, though? We can add like some noodles.
Yeah, we can add some noodle. We can even put it in like a to-go thing.
And use plastic silverware.
We could do that.
Use plastic silverware.
Last time, though, I think I cooked them in a crock pot, so I might need to put them in a crock pot. That's what made it.
It's going to be good.
Yeah. But that's dinner. So, yeah, Harry didn't want to be a part of the royal things. He didn't want, he was like, didn't want anything to do with it.
I understood that. That's what I kind of read into that, like from a child.
Aww.
I think when they lost Diana, I think that's when Harry was really like, that was the only thing I wanted to have to do with it.
You know what, Mama Ricky? I wish I had known you were into that, because when we sold the bobbleheads at the yard sale, I had about 3 Queen Elizabeth ones. And I also had I had the wedding one, Harry and Meghan. I had a Princess Diana one, a Prince Charles one. I just got tired of carrying them around.
You sold them at the yard sale.
We could have given them away for a giveaway.
Guys.
It didn't even pay what I wanted for it.
Now we have a bunch
at least
of
I don't have to
baseball
haul them
cards.
anyway.
The next yard sale we're selling my baseball.
He was so scared that I was going to accidentally pick up a box of his baseball cards when all the yard sale stuff was there. He took it back to his room.
I have
Sawyer,
what she didn't
are you
sell.
farting?
You guys ever hear the Executioner? Remember that little?
Are you farting?
That little paperback that would come out like every month in the store, every other month. I have like 4 years worth of them, like 2008 to 2012. I offered those up to go to the yard sale, and I guess there was no takers. Do y'all remember the Executioner?
You did not.
Yeah, you saw them all. They're all right here.
Oh, I thought you meant baseball. Never mind.
No,
Oh,
books. What?
nothing. I love Charles. I have Charles and Diana teacups. How cool is that? Yeah, I wish I would have kept them for you, Mama Ricky. I didn't know you were a royal family aficionado. He's going to bring it. Hey guys, we have 69 viewers. 69.
We must have put those back in the
69. No, I didn't. They should be back there.
Okay.
I didn't take them.
Okay, David.
The Executioner came out every 2.5 weeks at one point. Oh. See, I didn't know that. And is it literally about an executioner? Is that who it's?
He's like a James Bond guy.
Oh. Who's? Hold
I
on.
don't know where they are. I'll get them later.
Yeah, I don't even think they made it out there.
I don't think they did. And
I'm trying to see. Megan should have went camping, Sean. That's what Booker K said.
Oh my God.
And his attire was, yeah, that's what I want to know. So his attire was sponsored. That is cheeky for a royal family member to wear something that was, yes. Type 69 in the chat if you can hear it.
What?
Sean has turned me into a dirty-minded fool. There was
It's
69
very good.
people. It dropped now because I said it, so now people are leaving.
Leave.
My chickens are just for laying eggs. Oh, okay. Have you guys ever been to Wisconsin? Dell's, the Wax Museum? They have one of Princess Diana and John Travolta. Sean's been to the one in L.A.
Yeah, I went to Lady Toussaint's Wax Museum in LA. I've been to Wisconsin, and it's
Thank you so much, Gronk.
I can see
stopping to say hello. 69, Gronk's favorite number. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Montana. You're awesome. Thank
Yep.
you so much. It was good to see you on panel the other day.
Yeah.
That quelled all rumors.
All
you
the
had all
people.
3 of them.
All right, 20 seconds of drama. There was people that saying that Moxie and Montana were the same person.
Mm-hmm.
So Montana took a link.
I asked for a DM with all the people that said it so I could
Just
laugh to
send
myself.
it all out to them.
It's probably the clueless crew that go and debunk everything. But seriously, thank you. Thank you so much. And Montana's favorite number is 69. That's freaking awesome.
That works.
Thank you, Mama Ricky. 65 people and only 21 thumbs up. Thank you. Remember when people used to say, and not just anyone in particular, be like, thumb up, thumb down, it's all interaction. Kind of.
Yeah, but it used to be, you don't have thumbs downs anymore.
Remember when people would come through ours for that period of time in Texas?
Yep.
And you'd be like, we have they really came out for us. They're like, we have 50 thumbs up and 75 thumbs down.
But it would happen we would go live and the live would start with 8 thumbs down. They had some kind of bot thing going on for a while.
No, some people just literally, when they don't
Yep.
like someone, the second they go live, they go give it a thumbs down.
Yep.
I'm bad about not even giving it a...
There's people that we could do a vlog called and show the cure for cancer, and they'd give it a thumbs down.
They'd be like, oh, they're bragging. They're bragging.
They're bragging about it. No need to brag. It's like, okay.
Yeah, we're not... We are... Well, you're more versed in the analytics than I am.
I'm the numbers guy.
Yeah. But like I said, I was shocked when, now that I know more about it, when we started our channel in Austin, when we were doing our thing, and Sean's like, we've gotten 2,000 together very quickly.
Very quickly.
And I was like, oh, okay.
6 weeks. We put 3,000, and then
Was it 6 weeks or 6 months?
No, it was 90 days to get to 2,500.
Oh.
But the best thing that I've learned about all of this, especially if you're doing something where you have kind of a drama community is, and we've learned together. I used to tell Mandi this, and now she reminds me this. If you've got somebody out there that comes for you or whatever,
yes.
and you're the smaller channel, your channel is going to do better. It's going to do well because people are going to come over. And I used to say, Mandi used to get bent out of shape a few years ago, and I'd be like, hey, it's all good. And now she says that to me. I'm like, ooh, we can talk about drama. She says, we don't have to. We don't have to. They're whoever it is, and it's, whoever is talking about us, it's going to help us. We just do what we do. We don't have to respond.
If someone adds our channel in something, I'll go on to our community page and be like, welcome. If you found our name from, whatever, adding us, give us a view. We're not all bad. Maybe a sub. Thank you very much. And we grow.
I mean, I used to think that the channels, if they got together and just, really drug some other channel through the mud, that it would affect the other channel. If they would tell their people, don't go over there or this or that, that it would really, really hurt the other channel, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It
Yeah.
if they really keep it up, it helps the other channel grow.
Yeah, it does.
You just got to learn, like I'm learning and we're learning, just to stay away from trying to just fire back every time someone says you don't have to do it. You guys aren't here for that
so
anyway.
smart. You see how smart he is?
Yeah, that's why we're a good team.
Mom Murky says, remember when YouTube used to have a system where you could send private messages with each other? It's been gone. I do remember that. It never worked right. And when I figured out that they had one and I went into it, this is back in the boardroom days, there were all these messages telling me what a piece of shit I was. And I was like, well, then I don't want to look at them anymore.
I had them. I never figured it out.
Dr. Phil days, I bet you.
I mean, but I wouldn't see. I didn't know where they were, and then people would get on a lot, and I told them this, and I'm like, no, you didn't. You never said that. I sent you. I said I don't even know how to look for that.
Yes.
I don't even know how to look for it.
Yes.
So.
And now you can have a community page off the bat. Mm-hmm. Did you know that? You don't have to get 500, and you can go live through YouTube right off the bat if you confirm your stuff.
And it's actually, isn't it easier to get
Have a good night, Mama Ricky. Go enjoy the barbecue.
Bye, Mama Ricky.
Is it easier?
Isn't it? I think it's easier. I think,
If you don't have too many things that are, I think from what I understand, when you apply for monetization, they run through random videos through their automated thing. And if it passes it, you get monetized.
You have to get a certain amount of viewers, but it's really, I don't want to sound like it's not that difficult to do. Now, and then I don't think they take it.
Yes.
Take it back just for, I don't know. I've never kept up with it. The only thing I ever really kept up with was like numbers. Like this is how many people watch. And come to find out, it took me a long time to realize that it doesn't really, it's very, very easy to put 300 or 400 in your chat if you get down and you get nasty and drag people. Anyone can do it.
Yeah.
It's the people that come and watch like you all when you're not being nasty, when you're being authentic.
Yes.
Those are the people that are going to support you anyway. Yeah. 400 people in your chat doesn't mean you get 4 times the support just because if you only get 100. That's not what it means.
I'm going to show you guys. So, hold on. Some people like get sponsored by their own company. Hold on. So this is Eric. So
Can't you automatically do that though?
I don't know. This is Erica 35mm, and she's the one that was married to or dated Rick Sykes, but I'm not even showing that. So this is something that she advertised today, and I'll put the link in. I can't copy the link though. So she's sponsored by this. You guys, this is a box of roses. Those are actual roses, and they preserve them with some sort of oils that they'll last for a year, 2 years, whatever, just like they are. So the link is at the bottom, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want that for Mother's Day. How am I ensuring that? By making sure Sean sees it. No, I'm just kidding. But
kind of right. It used to be, and when we were first together, this is how I haven't evolved until I met her as a partner. I now remember this stuff.
You do?
I do remember this stuff. Before, I didn't have any reason to.
They come in things like this. Oh, you know what? It's a good thing she got sponsored by them. Scratch that. I didn't look at the link earlier. They're $150, $200
They're worth it.
No. Don't.
She said, I'd rather have groceries for 2 weeks.
Here's a hydrangea one. They're all real flowers, but they're preserved.
So it might end up being a Christmas present and not a Mother's Day present, but.
I'd be like, you got a discount one? Maybe one in a shoebox? Here you go. You can get that.
You got to use one. Maybe somebody that returned it.
So that beautiful girl that you just saw, Erica 35mm. Hey, girl. Hey. She doesn't know me, but she can. They sell them at the dollar store. Do they really? The preserved ones? Oh my gosh. Okay. So she dated Rick Sykes. I know we talk about him ridiculously a lot, but that was the one that dated him. And it just wasn't, you saw what she looked like. No, they're not freeze dried. They're like, oh, the machine is $3,000. Yeah, no, it says that they're preserved in oils, like, and she said, what do you call it? Ethically sourced oils or something. And so I saw them and I thought, oh, and they're sponsoring her. They can sponsor us. we will be on our best behavior
will.
if you'll sponsor us. What is it, rose.com or something? We won't even like step left, right, out of line, nothing. What are you doing, homie?
I'm just looking at Gronk Spike's super chat
Yeah.
and reading it because I know that the screen is
Yes.
there, but I don't see the chat there. So
That's the only one I can see.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
I know.
Oh, you have your contacts in again.
No, I don't. My glasses are right there.
You guys remind me. We have to. Sponsor means like you can get partnerships through YouTube. Every once in a while someone will email us. We haven't responded because we never know. Good to see you,
We got you, Moxie. We see you, girl.
Yeah. So, and it depends on like Adam and Eve sponsors quite a few people, the adult novelties or whatever, and they give you a discount code if you're like, you know, if they're like, if you see me here, use my discount code or whatever. Every time they use the discount code, they get money, and then they get money for showing it. But what's funny is Julia Zelg, the age gap lesbian couple, was sponsored by Adam and Eve for a while. And we found it ironic. She was showing off, we'll call it plastic male members. And she was like, in this one, I love this one. And it was like,
they
hey,
were glass, I think.
Something. And we were like, huh, to each his own.
You could tell that she wasn't into it though. Like, so she was sponsored and we were in traffic. Mandy was asleep, and I remember it was just a winter month because it was already dark and there was rush hour in Atlanta. So it was about 6 p.m, December timeframe, and Mandy was knocked out. But we listened to YouTube streams and stuff when we're like on the road. And we used to be on the road a lot more than we are now. And we were listening to Julia Zelg, and she was doing the product plug. You know, she would plug. You know, there's a
go potty.
They and you could tell they were they were sex toys, and she wasn't into it. And you could tell she wasn't into the hetero stuff. And you know, she's gay. So that would be tough to try to like
glycerin, okay.
To represent something enthusiastically if you just don't like it.
If you're not into it.
Right. Yeah.
That makes sense. Will you take him?
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry to have to I know my dog.
You guys can talk about me.
I know how he...
You're allowed to talk about me for about 3 minutes while I take him out.
I know how he looks at me when he needs to go potty. You know how it is when you've got mom vision.
I'm going to pee right next to you in the bush. Come on.
Yeah, that's the... Are you really?
No.
I didn't know if you were serious or not. I was like, this is a first. Let me put this back up. Okay. You could do an Amazon. Yeah, I've heard of that too. Sometimes when our couples email get some of these things, I'm always like hesitant that if it's just kind of a not a scheme to get money, but like not for real, you know what I mean? But we need to be better about answering them because we've had, and they don't come all the time. Don't get me wrong. We don't get them all the time. Why can't I get this on right? But I need to be better about paying attention to them. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put that back on. Many of the RV camper home I follow are sponsored. Yes. So the other thing is that I think is interesting is okay, so people are going camping and doing things like that they haven't done previously. Well, here's the thing. There's the RV community. They need to be...
I let them out, and all of a sudden, all 4 chickens come charging over.
Did they?
Across the street.
They got to remember, Elbow's making a comeback, and if you're in the RV community, Elbow just might be gonna speak with you or think that you're one of them, and you just have to be careful. That's all I was saying. You got to be careful. So anyway. The RV community. I needed to do something with all my clips, but I'm afraid if I air the old clips of Elbow that I'll get, since he's banned, that like we'll get banned or whatever. So I'm like, better not. But there was a time when I would catch every, especially when he would scratch his head and scratch stuff. I would clip those together, and I wanted to string them together, but I thought better of it. Let me see something. There was one more question.
You got yours, buddy.
There was one a little further up. So more companies are, I remember that. Oh, YouTube is purely entertainment for me. The hate gets too much. Thank you, Bluebird. I completely agree with you. And it becomes a point when it's just, you want to keep it light because
Yeah.
there's just, well, you can do it and you do
No,
it well.
but the
and
thing
then
is that we kind of grew up in it for the last several years, all of us here. So it's kind of a reaction. Like if somebody says something, you want to say it back. You know, Mandy and I kind of built this channel without it. You
Yeah.
know, and it's we can do it. We can do it, and it's not. And the other thing I say is there are a lot of people, and we have friends that do it. That this is kind of how their monetization and their content is what they do as their job. There's a lot of people that do, and so they have to try to figure it out. But
yeah.
we don't. I mean, we don't. We can, and sometimes it's fun to do it, but we like chill.
Yep. You're right. It says you want to uplift your viewers. Too much nastiness is going
Yeah.
on in the world. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
He is Bluebird. He's disgusting. He's I have not
Talking
seen
about
him.
Elbow?
Yeah, they say he's back on the grid again on YouTube. I
have-
haven't seen him anywhere. When I found myself getting yes, watching some of the creators, I stopped watching them. Yeah, some of them just makes you Jocelyn, I think, is talking about the trolls. She goes, wow, that was so extra.
What'd she say?
It was funny. He won't be back. So, but how, you mean he won't be back? Like,
He won't be back probably on a platform that's just his.
yeah, he can't.
No, I mean, and there's a lot of people that can't if YouTube digs into it, but it's like that gets tiresome too.
Mm-hmm.
You just watch people like Katie that keep getting another platform, getting another platform, getting another platform, and it's very little value for her because they get taken down so easily, and she doesn't seem to care.
Mm-mm. Well, I'm glad
So-
you're here. Bluebird says that they've been lurking for years, and I'm like, well, welcome.
There was another Bluebird that I thought you were talking about at first. Remember that one?
Yeah, whatever happened to, I'm not doing drama, but what happened to Positive Bluebird? Is that
Yeah.
you, girl?
It's okay
She
if it
doesn't-
is. I
she
mean,
doesn't like us,
that-
no.
she just looked at me.
I was
I
like,
never really had a big problem with her, but she took a lot of crap, and she had a hard time dealing with it herself. So anyway,
Sean's like, I'm being good too. It says, why doesn't YouTube close down some of these idiots? I used to hear it was because it's a moneymaker for them, but then I've known people like that have gotten terminated that had more than some of the people that don't.
Yeah.
But I think specifically with some of them, it's when they finally do enough and the crown jewel to get them taken down. Elvis was already bannovating before his last one got taken down, but the clincher on his is when he had that freaking teenager
Right.
in his van. That was,
and so YouTube, when they sit around, when the think tank says, "Do we need to deal with a lawsuit?" We don't know. There might have been nothing. Like the ages might have checked out and everything. But do they really want to spend the money on that, or they just want to get rid of the platform?
yeah.
And then they get rid of the platform. And you see that in business all the time. You have somebody and they're a worker or whatever, and they may or may not have, they get accused of something, there's an investigation, and they have to decide, do we want to spend the money on this lawsuit and on this investigation, or we just find some way to eliminate the employee?
Well,
And sadly, they're going to go where the money is. They're going to, if they can save money, they'll just, even if it's paying unemployment, they'll
Makes
just
sense.
set you out the door.
It makes sense. Yeah. Someone said, who had it? It was Elvis Travels. Okay, so yes, that's exactly what happened. So the last time he got it, okay, so if you have a certain number of subs, I believe that's what it's exclusive to, and you're a creator, there's a section in Creator Studio that says exact matches, and they're exact matches to your content. And when it's an exact match and someone copyright flags it, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You can't even dispute it successfully. And someone can tell me if I'm wrong. Some copyrights you can, that you can't. But there's instances where they're not accurate. And you're supposed to go through each one, ask the person to take it down, and what have you. But if it's found to be valid, you can't
Can't even appeal it.
You can't appeal fair use and have it come off. So 170, someone just said how many matches, and he clicked one button and reported them all. And that was what happened. That's how he lost the last one, is my understanding.
Yeah.
And he's a weirdo.
I mean,
He's gross.
I won't say the name, but just in like the last week, we saw a really gross kind of not a real good creator, and right on the channel,
Oh, wow.
it showed that person with a minor. Remember that? And then it was like, how is that happening? Remember when we saw that?
Oh, I do remember
And
that.
and it was because somebody was pointing it out. I think I don't think it was that person's channel.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's one that's been around for a while, and he's a bit creepy.
he's really and he's got a record. You know, he's got a record. He doesn't have a record like some people do for like theft or
now they're
drugs.
like-
He's got one for being weird.
We'll seal that part up with, it was McHenry Cruiser.
Yeah.
And he didn't do anything inappropriate that I can see, but you know him, you know how deviant he is, and he should not have been making.
Yeah, it was, and
anything.
it was a screenshot. It was like but it was kind of like, it made it as, what do you call it?
The thumbnail.
The thumbnail.
Well, someone said it was creepy. Like,
Yeah, and I agreed. It's one of those people when all you got to do is see the thumbnail, and it's like,
yeah.
it makes you feel a certain way.
We were standing in line at the airport when it came out, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But yeah, that's, and he's a weirdo.
He is.
Right? I like your shirt.
You like my shirt?
I do like it. I'm not gonna
I'm
take it.
not.
Yeah, he did. Some of them were Rosie was on some of them, I guess, that he struck, and she almost lost her channel. Rosie's lost a channel before and grew it back.
Yeah.
Classic Boyd, man. They used to take down each other's channel left and right.
Rosie is an example of a person that has drama to the left and right. People talk about her, this and that, and she's really, really good about just not getting
Keeping
into
it focused.
Yeah, keeping it focused. She's an example of that. You know,
I haven't seen anything she's done in a while. I wonder if
She's still out
maybe the
there.
notifications and
I still have the like, since I don't use since I'm just now starting to use Tomahawk Sean again, and I don't have a lot of like algorithms for what I watch, so the old stuff still comes up. That, and Rosie's one of them that comes up. That
that's cool. That's very cool. It's kind of cool to be on during the day.
It is.
But I have to make an awning for my chickens. Did you see that picture I took of the lumber that I'm gonna make it? Learning about growing a channel. You doesn't like make video. Yeah, stitching. She'll DM me like helpful hints, like to help us both out and like to help you out and stuff. And I you need to remind me to show you, because she's
About what, like the chicken stuff?
No, just about how long to make it, what to leave out, what to whatever. And I'm like, if someone else did the research, I will gladly do what it says. But for us,
Yeah.
it's not always about it's not about the numbers. Although it's intoxicating. Numbers are intoxicating for.
Well, they used to be, it depends on the energy that you have to spend. Like, you guys can look at our last 10 vlogs that we've done, and you can see the numbers and how they've gone up because of some of the things that other people are saying about us, and so people lean in. So, and if we reciprocate, yeah, we can get even more, but you guys can see the ebb and flow. You can tell how we're being talked about by how our views go up and down, and we're just trying not to, stay in it with them, because it does help us. So we'd just rather take the help and keep it moving without getting down in the dirt with them, because it doesn't feel good at the end of the day.
No,
it doesn't.
It feels better to be uplifting. So, on a final note, this thing right here, we're gonna name one of our chickens Fronto. And Jocelyn's gonna pick out the one after they're hatched. But when they start hatching on the 15th, I'm gonna take this tripod, because it can hold that face down, and I'm gonna live stream it and film them coming out.
And then
If
you
you've
can
never
do a
seen
time lapse
chickens,
too after that too.
yeah, if you've never seen chickens hatch, it's really, really cool. They're adorable. They come out, takes them a couple of hours to really get walking or whatever. They go from it's exhausting for them to be born.
Right.
And then they come out and then they'll start with walking and they start snacking on their shell. That's what they live off of until
When they
start
first
walking.
peck through, what is that called? Cresting? What's it called when they first peck through?
I don't
Crowning
know,
or something like
something
that.
like that.
And then, so just when you see the peck marks, it still could be hours before they get through.
Yeah, you'll hear them chirping.
Yeah. And then the 15th though, babe, is like there's a few, but it's really the 21st.
Oh, there's only a few for the 15th.
So
Okay.
there'll be maybe a couple a day for the first
You're
4
so
days.
funny.
But we put literally like 15 eggs in there on the that due on the 21st. That'll be the mass thing, majigger.
Let's see. Drama doesn't work building a huge channel. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
You can get to, and you see the people that do the drama in our community and where their sub count is, and they've got whatever, the top ones have 8,000-9,000 views or subscribers, but that's it. I mean, and people that's built channels, they figure it out. And you saw the people, the top YouTubers, they get into a niche and they'll literally put 1,000 subs a day for years.
Yeah.
Until they get to where they want.
Look, Scout's going around that thing that we got. So we found for doing dust baths for our chickens, they like talk about like, you can use a baby pool, you can use whatever, but we got a mortar basin from Home Depot.
The stuff that you mix.
It's
mortar in.
Yeah, and it was only like $8. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get a tub for less than that. So
yeah.
That was, so we're gonna, and we got an all natural cat litter. Are any of our chickens owners in here? You need to
Karen's still in here? Or did she have to go?
No, it's hard to find actual, oh no, Sawyer, we're almost done. We're about to sign off, but I got it. I want to show them what I got because I think it'll work.
We're trying to figure out a way. So the dust baths, they have that. You can buy the stuff. What do they call it? The subcutaneous, like.
We have it's called diacetymus or something.
Yeah. So we're trying to figure out how to build like a dust bath thing for them to go to that they will go into.
The last one didn't work so well. It said to put like all of this different stuff, and they said to put, you could even put like the ashes from the like your fireplace at the end of the winter, but they didn't like it.
Marilyn Castman says, sustainably, yours is expensive, but it's the absolute best cat litter. Absolute best, she said.
What about, wood ash, I saw that. Is that sawdust? And where do you get it? My friend is new at chickens and her hens lay 22 eggs. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. That's really cool.
We have 25 eggs in the incubator right now.
That's really cool. So this right here, I found in the cat section. And if you look.
Yes, Stitching, we do use wood ash, like.
But what is wood ash?
With the stuff that we mix.
Oh,
we did use that.
I thought it was
I was building fires and stuff, and Mandi, for whatever reason, cleaned out the ash, but she saved it. And I'm like, whatever. But then we mixed it together with some stuff, and they were okay with it.
I probably should have used less. But yeah, so I'm thinking that this, not a ton of it, but this with that diacetymus powder, I'm thinking that this will work. And so there's nothing in it there's no chemicals in it whatsoever. And I figure if anything, it says it's got mineral oil for dust control, corn fires, I think that it could help with parasites too. That's the main thing that they do the dust bath for.
Yeah,
they
clean themselves. It's like a bath for real, and it gets.
Yeah.
Jude said, my friend, so the 22 eggs, she wants to know if they're fertilized. The best thing that she can do is she's seeing her rooster get with the hens. Mm-hmm. That's the first sign, and it's obvious when they do it. And our rooster gets with the hens like right before the sun goes down. He'll go service them all. That's the first way to tell. And the second way to tell is just gather up about 8 of them and put them in an incubator and see what happens on day 21. And it'll give you a good idea of if they're fertilized and how, and what's the percentages.
I've turned a heating pad and a tub into one. It doesn't take a lot.
Bluebird said sawdust is the best. We can't just find, did they have sawdust for sale somewhere? We were asking.
We don't
that.
have any saws or anything, so we can't generate it. Today we gazed at the ones at Home Depot, wishing that we knew how to work them all.
Yeah, true.
I could make all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm gonna build chicken coops. That's what I'm gonna do.
She didn't do that.
But anyways, I like it when you play with my hair. So that's I do like
The
it.
hair.
You know how guys it is like with
You
your
know.
spouse, you're like, I love when you're dating and you're like, oh, play with my hair, and then you get married, you're like, can you play with my hair? And they're like, just hold on. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't do that.
Well, I know I'm not getting any today, so.
Oh, that's not very nice.
That's
It's
okay,
that
though.
time.
And
My hemoglobin is fine, so this is it's a thing.
So we're gonna go build chicken coops today and then snuggle in. So Sunday starts my early day. It's whatever, but
Jocelyn had that.
what?
Oh, Jocelyn said now we had been streaming 69 minutes ago. So we had 69
Oof.
viewers, 69. And I keep
And
my
if
house
Gronk
at
was here,
69.
they'd do another super chat.
Neither is. That's so funny. Pellet litter is also a good betting, not the cooking. Oh, okay. You have a friend at work who does woodworking?
I do.
Ask him for some sawdust.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm sure it can't be. There's lumber mills out here that,
Yes.
or whatever, where we can just go and say, can we grab sawdust? And normally they're trying to clean
I
up all
bet
the
they
sawdust.
have it. They had it at Home Depot, I bet.
But there's specific lumber mills around that I bet it's just everywhere, and you could just scoop some out. I bet you they.
I bet they had a big thing of it at Home Depot. Here in Africa, we use sawdust. How cool is that? You live in Africa, Bluebird?
There we go.
Play as your lottery number, 69. We could. What's interesting is in the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous, page 69 discusses like sex relations in terms of in relation to getting sober and stuff like that. And so does 96.
Wow.
And that was in the 30s. Now, Bill W. did chase a bunch of skirt. He may have been sober, but he was getting with everybody.
It didn't stop him.
Lois was like, yeah.
Get drunk again, dude. Stop chasing
He
everybody
did.
around.
He did LSD because they thought that would cure alcoholism. He volunteered for it. So, but he stayed sober. But I heard he was asking for whiskey on his deathbed. I'm like, y'all don't tell people that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I mean?
would probably volunteer to do LSD back in the day too.
You'd
I
been
don't even drink.
They would have been like, "Are you an alcoholic?" No.
No, I just want to trip, man. I just want to trip balls, dude.
And watch Adult Swim.
Watch Adult Swim and trip balls, man.
Oh my God. But we are going to head off.
We're gonna head
Thank
out.
you so much, Montana and Jocelyn, and
Appreciate
for the
you
super
guys.
chats and super stickers, and all of you just for being here and supporting us, even when we're not doing drama. And
It can be done.
it can be done.
It can be done. So this is what Mandi does. Like when we wrap up our stream, she sort of alludes to me what we got to go do. So
That
we're
is
gonna go.
true.
It is.
I want to see how this dust bath works.
Yeah, we're gonna go do that right now.
Thank
it may
you,
rain
Jocelyn.
later,
Thank
but
you, everybody.
I'll have to check my old man app for the weather to make sure it's not gonna rain.
He watches the radar. Look at him. That's so funny. They're brothers. Scout and Sawyer are brothers. Look at him. He's like, anyway, y'all have an amazing night. Thank you guys so much.